Hello everyone and welcome back. This morning started with a 17 below 0 Fahrenheit actual temperature. The feels like, or the wind chill, was minus 32. I think today what I'm going to do is I want to build this second workbench in the workshop. I just kind of feel like doing that today. I know I talked about it in the last video. I want the workbench to be the like 3 2x10s wide, so 27 inches, a little more than 27. For a few feet, then I want it to jump out to about 44 inches and then drop it back and to the 27 or whatever for over here. The reason that we want to pop this out, if I want to run a compound miter saw with the slide on it, you need that extra room. This is a good wall for that in case we're doing something that has real long lumber. You're not running into a wall, which is one of the problems that we have at the hobby farm workshop. You're kind of limited. You're kind of moving the saw around sometimes to get a long board in there. I talked about in the last video not putting a window in this wall. There were several different reasons. We'll probably put one in, but it'll just be a smaller one due to the fact that where the metal posts are that hold up the I-beams, that hold everything up. And if I were to do a full window pane like I did on the other wall, you run out of places for shelves. If I do run the dust collector unit over the top, somehow that has to either go around the window or whatever. I just don't think we need one in the front right now. When we build that wall, that building on the outside here, it's going to come somewhere over into here. So then this window is going to be offset. And with this workbench, since it's going to be so uniform, the window would have to be dead center. I know that this workbench I want to be a 32-inch finished height. The other one is 36. That 4 inches, it just means quite a bit. That little bit lower for certain things is nice. So I'll start here somewhere around the center since the floor goes all over the place. And I'll mark 30.5 since I'm going to put an 1.5 inch top on here. That seems so low. And that's how we'll start. I want to make sure that I have 60 inches. The lathe is 58 inches wide. And I don't know if I'll want to slide the lathe here to store it or not, but I want to have that option, so I want to leave at least 5 feet here. More than likely, things like the radial arm saw and stuff, once I get all that lumber in the back part stacked and everything organized, I've got that huge area where I can just slide the tools we don't use back there and then pull them out when they're needed. So we got 60 inches here. If I were to stay back somewhere in here, I could actually do 11 feet wide and make it this far. was gonna start this with a 2x6 and then do 2x10s. But I have to splice it, and I have a bunch of these 2x6. I might just do it all with 2x6 because if you, like I have to hit roughly 27, I would have hit 28 inches if I would have done, 27 3/4 of an inch if I did 3 of these 2x10s, because that usually they're 9 1/4, so 27 3/4. If I were to do 5 2x6s, I would come up with 27 1/2. And then I don't have any seams in it. What I'm having a problem with is I have some newer 2x10s and I've got some of these older ones. This one has a cup in it. The other one has a little bit of a crown to it, which I can deal with, but I could use these for something else and then just use the 2x6s on this. I think that's what I'm going to do. If I don't like the top later, I'll pull it off and put a different one on, but I think that'll be just fine. I want to have my sanders here and the table saw here. If I want to, I can even put a 2x10 on the end here because that's a little bit harder. I'll see what it's like, but I think we'll start with 2x6. So that pretty much completes the bench itself. And then you can, I mean, it looks odd with this sticking out, but you need that much room. The one at the Hobby Farm Workshop is 44 inches. I've got 43. There is a little shelf back here at that one, and that's where the slide will hit if you don't have it in the right spot. So I think that's a 10 inch. If I were to get a 12 inch with the slide, anyway, you're going to need the space to run that slide to come out. And what's nice by pulling it forward, even if you could fit it into this, if it's pulled forward, then any of your lumber that goes in here can stick past, and anything you have on the workbench here doesn't have to get moved. That's what's nice about there, because the saw sticks forward, the sanders are over here, and you can run that lumber and it never hits the sanders. Joni, you watching the deer? Not sure if you can see them or just see the reflection of the camera in the glass, but the deer are there eating right now. Well, it's 8:15. I'm going to run inside. Just trying to get a few things cleaned up here. It's looking a little bit better. The natural flow when you come in the door now, you kind of walk here, which is nice. Starting to look pretty good. It's 8:15 and it is 18 below outside. 64 degrees in here. I'm running out here, grab the eggs. Melissa cut up a pineapple today, so I've got all the rest of the pineapple for the chickens. They're gonna love that. Hey girls, how's it going in here? I got a treat for you guys. It's 18 below outside and it says it's 21 in here. Looks like we have 6 eggs. We have 4 in there and 2 down there. People keep saying how there's more eggs in here than what I'm counting, but those are golf balls. It kind of helps the chickens know where to lay. I could pull them out now, but Melissa says just leave them in there. Even the cat water has frost around the edges. Melissa got these grow lights for the plants and they are going crazy once she turned those on. Okay everyone, it's a little after 10:30. It's 19 below zero right now Fahrenheit, and we are going to bed. Good morning everybody. Haven't been doing a whole lot today. It's actually getting close to noon. I do have the stove going in the workshop, but Melissa and I are going to be running up to the Black Bear Casino and doing the seafood buffet. So I haven't got into any projects here, but I am going to get these eggs pickled and get them put into the fridge. Yeah. Or maybe I got 11 in each. I think we have 4 or 6 eggs left. Yeah. Wow. We are just about to head to the casino. Yeah, the storms are always at night. It is seriously snowing right now. Yeah, we went to the casino and had lunch, or had the dinner buffet, the seafood buffet. That was really good. And we were there, I gambled a little bit. I spent, I think, $9 on slot machines. Can't say that I came out ahead, but we knew that before we went in. We weren't going to be doing much of that. Anyway, we stood in line then for about a half hour until they opened the buffet, and then we walked in the line, and when we got up there, and all the casinos here in Minnesota are owned by the Native Americans. And this older Native American gentleman came up and he signed these 2 pieces of paper, and I don't know who he is, never seen him, don't know if I'll see him again, and paid for both of our buffets, so that wasn't cheap. That was really, really nice. Melissa said she felt like crying. Wish she could have found him to give him a hug. I think I better park my truck so I'm not blocking the driveway so I can get in here with the tractor. I don't know if it's going to continue to snow like this hard, but this could be a big one. Well, it's still snowing out there, and it's only going to get heavier tonight and earlier today. It's about 20 after 5 right now. There's 3 deer out there. I want to see if I can get a load of wood brought over to the workshop, but it's so buried in snow out here that I'm going to have to use the tractor to scoop some of it out, but it'll be easier now than 10 inches of snow later. Well, I got enough there for a couple of days. I mean, with this winter, didn't even have the wood stove in or anything done in the workshop really, so getting wood split in a nice pile like we have at the hobby farmhouse wasn't one of my priorities, so. But I'll be here tomorrow. It's supposed to be snowy. I'll definitely get the stove going and find something to do out here.
We're coming. It's okay, Mom. Over here.
Well, the storm is still going on. It's about 9:30 right now. I'd say we got, I don't know, maybe 4 inches so far. And they're saying we have another 2 to 3 to come. And then there could be another band coming through. I'm not sure looking at the radar. Melissa and I just finished chores, but my hands were full, so I have to go out and grab the eggs. I put new straw down in the chicken coop for them, and I even threw a little alfalfa in there so they can pick away at the leaves. Hey girls, you liking that new straw and that alfalfa? Yeah, I know. You always got a problem. We got 4 eggs today. My new snow shovel is in the garage. I have to grab that. I'm gonna need it. The truck looks a little chilly. Had this great idea of a camera shot through the glass door of me shoveling the step, and then I remembered that I left the tripod out in the workshop. I have the fan just blowing on the wood pile. All that wood was super dry, but now it's covered in snow. And one night with the fan on it, it'll all be gone. After shoveling that, I think we might have got more than that amount of snow. It's always hard to tell here because that wind picks up, so you get thinner areas and thicker areas, but definitely could have been at least 6 inches that have fallen so far. Okay everyone, well, it's a little bit after 11 o'clock. The snow is, I mean, it's still snowing, but it's really dying down here, so there's another wave that might come through. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the radar for a while, but hopefully it's about done. I don't know. Now this is going to end tomorrow. It's supposed to, the temperature's supposed to rise and get up to like 21 or 23, but it's supposed to be super windy. Winds gusting over 45 miles an hour. So once the snow is done, then it's going to be a wind event. Either way, we'll be firing up the Farmall. See you guys tomorrow. Good morning everybody. Some light snow is falling right now, but there is 0 wind. 8 o'clock in the morning, still no wind. I dried my tennis shoes on the heat register last night, and I forgot to bring in my boots from my truck, so now I gotta get out there and get my boots. I may as well get out there and push that snow right now because the wind is definitely coming. I looked on the radar thing on my phone, and the front is I don't know how far away, but once that gets through and that wind starts, I'll have to push it again because it's going to drift all the way across. But the majority of this can get moved, and at least I'll be able to see where the edges are. Another nice thing is right now it's exactly 20 degrees, and the temperature is supposed to drop all day today. And if it was October and it was 20 degrees, you'd feel like you're at the North Pole, but for being the middle to latter half of January and it being 20 degrees out there, it feels like a summer day. All right. Burnt it all down last night. Tried shutting it down, but I don't think I shut it down all the way though. No, I didn't. Well, it's all cleared out for now. I still have to snow blow around the back of the cat barn and up to the workshop and chicken coop and stuff, but all the snow has been pushed. Well, I'm gonna run up and get pizza for lunch today. Melissa's gonna cook up fried pork chops for supper. She makes really good fried pork chops. The wind has started to pick up. You can see the snow blowing out of the trees in places. I don't know how windy it's going to get though. I mean, it's already 11:30. You think it would have already started. Just talking to him in there when I was waiting for my pizzas to get done. That building has been there since 1977. And the lady that I was talking to has been there since 1985. Well, that wind definitely picked up this afternoon. I've been out here for the last hour just shoveling. I shoveled the walkway into the chicken coop. I brought out some more alfalfa, put down some more sweet feed and corn for the deer, moved the block back over into that area. I shoveled out the entrance into the workshop. That was almost like halfway up to where the window is on the door. I've kept the wood stove going out there today. I still have to, I'll probably snow blow around the back of this. I might shovel up to the back door, but then I'll probably snow blow the rest. But a little exercise never hurt anybody. I don't know what that temperature is now, but I can tell you it's not 20 degrees anymore. It's definitely dropped. We have some light snow. Still pretty windy. It's 8 degrees right now. Well, it's just about 10 o'clock right now. The wind is still nasty. I was just about to end this video and then I remembered, oh no, I still have to get the eggs. So let's run out there and get those. Hey girls, who laid an egg in the middle of it? Oh, I see 2 in the egg box and 1 on the floor. Hey, knock it off, don't do that. Actually, I thought I saw 2 in the top there, but one of them was a golf ball. Only 2 eggs today. I was gonna go out and snow blow behind the cat trailer, but it's like, no way, it's cold out here. I'll do it tomorrow.
So what did you guys think about the cabin? It's very nice.
Okay everyone, it's a little bit after 11 o'clock, 2.9 degrees, wind is still blowing, and we're going to bed. Good morning everybody. It's a little bit after 8 o'clock right now. Been up for a while here. Just contemplating on what I'm going to do. I got to move some more snow from the drifting yesterday. I think I'm going to fire up the tractor probably and make it easier because I've got the part where the plowed across the driveway at the end, and it'll just be easier to clean up the edges. And then I'll have to fire up the snow blower and get behind the cat barn and get some of the stuff going up the ramps. It's 6 degrees right now, and with the little bit of wind that there is, the feels like is about 10 below, 8 to 10 below it's saying. So after lunch today I have to head south, so I want to make sure everything is cleaned up before I leave. Okay everyone, everything is cleaned up, ready for the week. It takes a real long time for her to cook her pork chops, but they are really good.
One of the biggest things I'm going to need over there is a good way to haul all my materials to my building site. I'm out of butter.
Don't we have some more in the freezer?
Not in the freezer, no. You got it further than I wanted to. I got my truck here now. What are you doing?
Showing everybody what you know.
You're letting all the hot air out. Close it.
I just got done doing all the P.O. box stuff. Got a nice set of homemade mittens. I can't believe these are homemade from Ron and Susan. Susan makes them, and she actually gets the sweaters from like thrift stores, and she makes them into these. Got a postcard from Georgia. I got a couple of nice letters. G-Man5959, who's been a subscriber for as long as I can remember, sent a drawing of how I can make a plow for the tractor, which is pretty interesting. Next summer I might have to think about that now that we have the welder and everything. Jack, who lives up in Iron, Minnesota, he sent a letter with a question asking what kind of headlamps that we use. And I get that a lot in the comments, and I have been answering it in the comments. We keep them hanging right here and plugged in, but if you just go online and look up Fighting Girl headlamps, you'll find them. You guys see me using them for deer hunting and duck hunting and around the farm here, and that's the only kind that we've used, and I have no affiliation with them or anything. They just, I think Melissa found them and bought them, and they were absolutely awesome, and we've just used them all the time. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. It's time for me to head south. I will see you guys on the next video.